Maybe. Is nobody going to show up to my live stream? That kind of sucks. Hmm. Let's make this private, I guess. Oh, we got 2 people. Cool. That's awesome. 10 people. Yay. Okay, I guess we have to do it like this. Oh, this is gonna be kind of weird to record on whatchamacallit. I guess it has to be like this on YouTube. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think it would have to be like this. Maybe we'll make this unlisted when it's done, so people don't have to watch like a vertical video on YouTube. Oh man, life kind of blows right now. Why does life blow, Adrian? I'm sick. I appreciate it. Thank you. Why does life kind of suck, Adrian? Yeah, look at this. Hold on, look at this, guys. My voice is like honey. Check this out. Look at this. It's pretty cool. I am, what did it do? I am currently in Los Angeles right now, interviewing or getting ready in the next 2 hours or so to interview Vin Diesel. So that's going to be cool. It's going to be pretty awesome. My voice is like honey. I guess it is. I'm kind of keeping my voice high at the moment. I could lower it down really low. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Oh man. Yeah, the new Vin Diesel film, the Bloodshot movie. I'm interviewing him about it. I have thought about visiting Toronto. Myself and Mariah both have. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Sony didn't call me for Morbius. They actually are. Well, can't talk too much about that, but yeah. Morbius is on the radar. Bloodshot is a cool concept. He's really, really cool. He's like an answer to the question, what if Punisher and Wolverine were the same person? More or less. He goes back to the 1990s, right, when Jim Shooter left Marvel, then formed Valiant Entertainment, or Valiant Comics, as it was back then. But yeah. Oh, Trollface15 from the Discord. What's up? I've talked to you before. I talked to you this morning, actually. What's up, dude? You just watched Logan for the first time? It's pretty amazing. So what's going on with you guys? Let's talk about life, the universe, and everything. How are you guys doing? Yeah, it's keeping on, holding it down. What are my thoughts on DC's 5G? I don't know that it's going to be anything. I don't know what it is. I don't even think DC knows what it is, to be honest. I don't even think they know. I think they did know, but I don't think they know anymore. Your OC X-Men team's roster. That's awesome. You just started school. You're maintaining. Your wife left and went to the bathroom. She's been brushing her teeth for 15 minutes. Are you saying your wife's touching herself to me? Is that what you're saying? Your wife is, your wife wishes she was with me? Well, there's only one woman in this world for me, guys. Sorry. All the ladies out there, I'm sorry, I'm spoken for by the greatest woman ever. So, you're headed to marriage counseling? Nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you something. Sometimes it's important for a man to put his pride aside, do whatever it takes to keep that relationship strong. Believe me. If the woman you love is worth it, you'll do whatever you need to keep her. But I'm not in Colorado anymore. I'm in Ohio technically, but right now I'm in LA. So. Yeah, deep on us. Oh, I can go deep on you guys. I can go super deep on you guys. But I don't know. I mean, it's Oh. Relationships are an interesting thing, right? Relationships are an interesting thing. You know, there's nothing like looking across at a person and knowing that you've screwed up, knowing you made mistakes, knowing that you'll continue to make mistakes because you're human. It's the nature of life. Well, there's nothing like looking across and seeing that person and being in love with them, right? Like the idea of not being with them just, I don't know, it just makes your stomach churn. Yeah, it feels like it turns you inside out. It gives you a knot in your stomach, that kind of a thing. You know, but I don't know. There's just something about that. You know, it's the feeling of being in love. But I don't see anything wrong with that. You never had a girl pray for you? Mm, I don't know. I mean, I'd be straight with you guys. Like, huh. I mean, I'll be straight with you guys. You know, there's not a day that goes by, right? Like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't worry about Mariah meeting some guy who's, I don't know, better looking or more intelligent or has more going on or something like that. Which I guess it'd be kind of hard pressed to do, right? Like her current fiance is interviewing celebrities in LA. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't worry about her finding some guy or meeting some guy and he just sweeps her off her feet. You know, there's not a day goes by that I don't worry about that, right? That it doesn't eat me alive. And that's probably anxiety, right? Relationship anxiety. You know, that's probably what that is. But there's not a day goes by that I don't worry about that. That I don't stress about that. You know, that that she'll, you know, I'll come out here to run an errand or, you know, or something, or she'll be out doing something with her cousins or the friends that she makes out there, and that she'll just come across some guy and he'll just strike her in a way that I haven't, right? You know, like he'll just it'll just, I don't know, but by whatever manner and whatever means, she'll come back, she'll say things aren't working, and that'll be the end of it, right? Like there's not a day goes by that I don't worry about that, right? That it doesn't eat me alive. And one part of me feels like it shouldn't, that's bad and it's unhealthy, you know, and there's another part of me that kind of that's glad that I feel that way, right? Because it reminds me of how much I love her, you know. But that's the thing, right? It's like, because I've never been here before. Like I've never been like this. Like I've never been in this deep with somebody before. And if I'm being honest, it scares the shit out of me. You're right. Like it scares the absolute hell out of me. You know, like. Before I met her, I was probably the most confident person ever, right? I mean, there was that relationship I was in that fizzled out, you know, didn't really go anywhere. But even then, right, like I was confident as hell, right? I had it all sorted out, right? Like I had it all figured out, you know. I knew where I was going and what I was doing, and I knew exactly how my life was going to play out, and I knew what I was working on, and to a degree, I still do, right? But like with YouTube, for example, um, when with YouTube, it struck me at a point with YouTube when I realized that YouTube wouldn't last forever, right? It wouldn't be here forever. You know, comic books wouldn't be popular forever. That eventually comic books would drop off, right? The comic books would that they would just people would lose interest in them for whatever reason, right? It's just the trend. You know, things go in trend. It was rom-coms in the early 2000s, and then it was action movies in the late 2000s, and so on and so forth. You know, and comic books would be the exact same way, right? Comic book movies would stop being popular, and I knew that when that happened, my channel would drop off starkly from where it was before. Yeah. And in knowing that, as soon as I came to that realization, I was like, buy a house, done, right? So that way, if it all goes belly up, I've got a house paid off, and I never have to worry about having a place to live. And so that fear of having something to lose was essentially gone, right? It was gone. It was like, you know, I don't have to worry about that anymore, right? I got my house paid off, I got all that kind of stuff, so now it's all just gravy. It's whatever happens on you know, in the next however long this goes for, it's cool. And then I met Mariah, you know, and then it was like, I have something to lose, right? But that's the difference. You know, the thing that I have to lose here, you know, losing her, I can't make her stay, right? Like if she decided that she wanted to leave, there's nothing I could do to stop her, right? I would just have to say okay, you know, and let her go. Like, you know, I can't buy her, right? I can't buy her and sit her somewhere, right? I can't put her in a storage unit, you know. I can't cover her with a tarp so she never gets covered in rain. I can't do any of those things, right? Like, I just have to be me and be the best version of myself that I can be, and love her and treat her right and hope that it's enough. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but that would make me I'm not a crazy person, you know. But the point that I'm getting at here is there's no certainty there, right? There's certainty insofar as she loves me, and there's certainty insofar as she doesn't want to leave. But it's always kind of this fear on the edge of my mind, right? And I think in a way that's a good thing, right? Because people don't get scared about the things they don't care about losing, right? Like, you know, it's interesting. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, like, it's cool to be here. And it's my job, right, to do these things. You know, it's my job, and it's not a bad job to have. But the only thing I want to do right now is jump on a plane and fly back, and just hug her and give her a kiss. But I don't know. That's why, in a lot of ways, in this day and age, being a guy is kind of tough, right? Because there's rules that you have to follow as a guy. Right? You know, it's tell Vin Diesel how I feel. Vin Diesel will want to hit on me. He'll start hitting on me like he did that that Brazilian YouTuber chick. That was creepy. I saw that video. I was like, dude, this guy is weird, man. Like, it's kind of wild. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are just fears that I've been wrestling with for a while. You know, like they're things that once I realized how much I cared about her, then they were like fears that started becoming like real and tangible. Oh, it's kind of crazy. But I'm super in love. Oh, it's there's nothing like being with her, guys. You know, that's the thing. You know, there's no guarantees on anything. Right? In life, there's no guarantees on anything. And I know that, like, she's at home just waiting on me to get back. You know. If you guys find a good woman, hold on to her. Ladies, if you find a good man, hold on to him. Don't let him go. Just hold on. And do whatever you need to do to make it work. But anyway, I feel like I'm kind of rambling on. But Oh, with that attitude, you never will. You can't have that attitude, man. But nothing for you guys to be worried about. But having anxiety about things, yeah, it does. But mm, but you being single won't change anytime soon. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I that was the thing. And I think all this really kind of comes out of those bad days that I have. Because during my, like, when I'm having my bad days, right? I'm not having one now, but like I had a few of them actually a while ago. Like the latter half of last week was just bad days, or this week rather well, really last week and this week were just bad days. But you know, when I'm in the worst of it, like when I'm in the thick of it, it's like when like that's the thing, right? That's the lie the depression tells your eyes, right? So I'll be in one of my bad days and I'll look at where we're at and I'll be like, why the hell would a woman like that want to have anything to do with a guy like me, right? And all I'll do is focus on the negative about myself, right? All the crappy things things that I don't like, and all the things that I think are bad, and negative. It's just I'll focus on it all the time. And it's not something that I can help, and I've learned over the years that sometimes I just have to let my bad days roll, and if it stays on for too long, then I'll go out and do something, right? I'll just make myself go do something, so I'll not be miserable. But it's well, I don't really, I used to be afraid of speaking about my feelings, but I've had enough vulnerable moments with Mariah that if my being vulnerable was reason enough for her to leave, she would have left already, right? So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, when I'm having my bad days, like all I do is just focus on the bad things, right? And it's just like, Rob, I'm not worth a damn, and I suck, and all those things, and But I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't really know what the point of all this was, But hmm, yeah. Benny and I probably won't do a video for a long time. I don't live in Colorado anymore, so. But yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. Like my depression comes back, and it convinces me that I'm not worth a shit, basically. But I just think about her. You know. It's love is a wild thing, man. It puts you on an emotional roller coaster. uh, but there's nothing like it. There's nothing like being in love. Yeah, it's crazy. So what do I like most about LA so far? Well, I've been to LA multiple times, but it's nice. The weather's definitely a plus. Oh yeah, I do definitely suffer from depression. I'm out of the worst of it, right? Like the really, really bad funk of it, like now I just have what I call my bad days, like when it rears its ugly head and it's like, guess what, Rob? I'm gonna fuck your day up today. And it's like, thanks, depression. But yeah, a lot of people really miss the RNBE from what I understand. Vision impairment goggles, yeah, it screws up the way you see your life. It's the lie that, it's the lie that it tells your eyes. But, yeah. It really do be like that sometimes. Yeah, they don't think it be like it do, or was it? They don't think it be like it is, but it do. I don't remember exactly how that meme goes. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, we talk sometimes. Yeah, I mean, we're not like on bad terms, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, so CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths was, I mean, it was cool. I thought it was interesting. It was a smart way to consolidate all their universes together. So you didn't have like Supergirl and Black Lightning and all those in like a different universe. to kind of consolidate it down and make more sense to all the people who are watching the shows. So, yeah, that Game Boy. Yeah, buddy of mine Sean gave me that. It's a classic Game Boy with the original Game Genie. It's kind of nuts. You struggle with anxiety and depression big time. The biggest thing I have learned is let it happen and don't try to control what you can't. Yeah. But what's my take on In-N-Out? I actually had that last night. In-N-Out's good. I love In-N-Out. Mariah thinks it's overrated. She don't know what she's talking about. In-N-Out's amazing. She don't know what's going on. But Five Guys is good. Five Guys is legit. I mean, honestly, I think the one thing that separates In-N-Out from everybody else are the animal style fries. Like, if In-N-Out started offering animal style fries, they would destroy. Or not In-N-Out. If Five Guys started offering animal style fries, they would destroy In-N-Out. They would kill In-N-Out because they give you, like, you order like a medium order of fries, they give you like a medium and a half. It's kind of nuts. What's the best thing I love about Mariah? She's funny. Like, it's the small things that I love the most about her, right? Like, she does this frustrated thing, right? Like, whenever she's frustrated, or like she sees a bug. When she sees a bug, it's hilarious. But like, oh no, right? Like, there's been times when we were in Colorado, or if I'm like in a different room or something like that, she'll be doing something, she'll be like, nah, and it's like, what in the hell? And then like the first time she did it, I was like, what in the hell? And I'm like, Mariah, you okay? She's like, nah. I'm like, are you all right? She's like, nah. You know, and I get up there, and then she's just like, and then like she'll look up and she'll be like, and then there'll be like a bug up there somewhere. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'll kill the bug for her. Or like, I'll do something boneheaded, right? Or like, I'll say something stupid, and she'll just be like, nigga. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing, right? It's that kind of stuff that I love the most about her, right? Like, it's the small little things, you know? You know, it's the small things. That it's funny as hell. Like, it's hilarious, right? Yeah. Yeah, like it's the small things, right? Like, she's always there when I need her to be, right? Like we'll be sitting on the couch watching TV or watching a movie or something like that, you know, and she'll be typing on her laptop, and like I'll just go to lay my head on her, she'll just put her laptop down, put her arm around me, just like that, you know. Like, you know, sometimes I think I worry about all the things that don't matter. Yeah, I think I need to give that some thought. I think a lot of times I worry about things that don't really matter. I don't spend enough time focusing on the things that do. But, yeah, she's wonderful. And she cooks for me. She loves doing that. She loves cooking for me a lot. Yeah. It was the weirdest, you know, it's I don't know, it's just, she put her laptop on, yeah, she could put her laptop on my head and then just start like typing away. But she really is, like, she really is amazing. See, talking about this kind of stuff makes me just want to bail and just go home. That's the thing, I hate being away from her. Like, I absolutely hate being away from her. Yeah. Like, I hate not being around her. But no, she's not pregnant. Fuck. I did not mean to say that. Well, I guess you guys have figured it out by now anyway. So, but yeah, I hate like I hate not being around her, right? Like, I love being around her. Like, I love being around her or touching her, holding her hand or something like that. Like, it's like a need, right? Like, got him. It's like a need, right? Like, it's like a need, right? Like I need to hold her hand, right? Like, I need to touch her. Like, I need to, I don't know, maybe just know she's there. Mm, well, I don't describe any of this as like a bad thing, right? Like I don't describe any of this as like an issue. I mean, I would certainly hope it's not an issue that like I love to be around the woman that I'm in love with. But I don't know. How many Rob is needed? World's not ready for another Rob Jefferson. I can promise you that. Hmm. I'd love to be on the Joe Rogan podcast. I mean, I feel like that's what being in love is, right? Because and that's the thing, you know. In a lot of ways, a lot of this is new to me, right? I've never been this in love before. You know, I've never been this deep, you know, this in deep with someone before, right? Like I've never been in a position where I've looked at a person and felt like in a lot of ways I love them more than I love myself, than I love life. Like I've never really been in that position before, but it would be epic if I was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the other thing too, and she'll never admit to it, but when this girl puts on a pair of heels, I mean, under any normal circumstance, she's already like super hot, right? Like she's already like gorgeous. I mean, you guys have seen her, right? She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. When she puts on boots, man, dude, when those boots come on, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just she's feeling swag. I don't know what it is, man, but it's like, man, like it's just, I don't know. It's just it's small things. She gets so irritated if I talk bad about like Avatar: The Last Airbender. She's an insane Godzilla fan. It's nuts. I don't see that's the thing. Like so for Christmas, for her birthday and Christmas, I split her gift, right? So yeah, swag. The first part was one of the Godzilla eras, and the second the Christmas gift was the other Godzilla era. And like she's a it was I remember we went to go see Godzilla King of the Monsters. Um, it was actually like there were times it was more fun to watch her than it was to watch the movie, right? Like when Godzilla fought King Ghidorah, like she was sitting on it, and she gets this look, right? When she gets excited, she gets this look. It's funny as hell. She gets this look, right? She'll sit up, she'll be like, and so like she's doing that, right? Like we're sitting in this movie. We went to go see it in Alamo Draft House, right? So we're sitting in the theater and we're watching Godzilla King of the Monsters, and like the whole soundtrack starts, you know, you know, so it's like Godzilla is like all like fiery and like going to fight King Ghidorah. She's like, I shit you not, I kid you not. She's like this. She goes like this. She's like, no, I shit you not. I kid you not. It was the funniest thing. It was all I could do to not die laughing in the movie theater. But like it was it was funny as hell. Oh, it was funny as shit. It was one of the fun. She's just no. It was, it was funny. I was like, she was so hyped. She was so hyped. It was hilarious. Oh my god, and Beyonce. Let me tell you something. This girl lives and dies by Beyonce. Oh, she's one of those. Dude, she won't hear a word against her. She will not hear a word against the Queen Bee. There's been times when I've badmouthed Beyonce, and like yeah, you guys have a good one. There was one time I badmouthed Beyonce and like she wouldn't talk to me until I apologized for it. It was funny. I was like, I'm sorry, sweetheart. And she's like, but yeah, she's got these funny little quirks. You know, she's got these interesting little quirks. Like, it's interesting. Sorry, not sorry. But no one can disrespect the Queen Bee. Yeah. Like it's interesting. But yeah, I talked to Dopesville and on PMs and Twitter. Don't tell him I told you this, but like I may end up trying to see if I can't find a way to collab with him or something. I don't know. The collaborations I do never end up working out because life gets in the way. but but yeah, like it's the small things that I love the most about her. You know. Yeah, she always makes me laugh. It's it's interesting. The thickness. But she's a fan of The Watchmen. She loves The Watchmen. I would say it's probably Rorschach that she likes the most Rorschach or Batman. So, but yeah, she's all about The Watchmen. It's like her favorite comic ever. It's her favorite comic book ever. So, because she's into like the philosophy of it, right? She's like me. She's into like the philosophy of it all. Yeah. The critique of people and so on. Yeah, Punisher Max is actually going to be on the Discord, or not on the Discord, on Patreon as part of the uncensored videos, where we just like do videos uncensored, basically. So, because the Punisher Max is pretty intense. I need some coffee. And the Read. She listens to the Read. How many of you guys listen to the Read? The Read podcast with that one chick and I think it's Kid Fury. I don't remember what their names are, but like she loves the Read. She's all about that podcast. It's like her podcast. It's like the only podcast she listens to all the time. She might listen to others, but like okay, so don't tell her I told you this. Right? Don't tell her that I told you this. But she's a huge fan of Gary Vee. And I've been like usually all the events that Gary Vee goes to are like sold out. But I've been trying to find a way to get her into like to get to like a Gary Vee event, so like she can meet Gary Vee and like talk to him and that kind of a thing, because like she's a huge fan of his message and what he's about and like she loves the story of Gary Vee, right? Like a self-made guy, like a guy who built himself up and he's got all this advice for young people and he's a great voice for the younger generation, right? Like he's a great voice for young people, helping to kind of guide them, get them to where they want to be, to worry about the things that need to be worried about, not worry about the things that don't need to be worried about. But yeah, she's a huge fan of Gary Vee, so I've been trying to find an event that he's going to be at that I can get her to. The problem is like a lot of the events that he goes to, the tickets are like $10,000, and it's just like Jesus, But no relation to Gary Vee. But Gary Vee is he's really like he's pretty cool. But no, I don't listen to the Wolverine podcast. I heard it's pretty good, but I don't listen to it. But yeah, he's pretty legit. I'm a huge fan of him. Yeah, I mean, I've smoked weed before. But yeah, so don't tell her I told you that. But I've been trying to find a way to get her into a Gary Vee event, because I think she would really enjoy, talking to him. But has Mariah seen HBO's Watchmen? Yeah, she liked it. Yeah, she really enjoyed it. I mean, I loved it too. It was a great show. Like, it was an amazing show. What videos do I watch on YouTube? Oh, shit, hold on. There's two motherfuckers screaming at each other. Can you guys hear that? Damn, dude. He said, "Get out, bitch." You guys hear it? Yeah. Wolverine's 6 foot, and Sabretooth is 6 foot. Wolverine's 5'3". That's why Wolverine hates. You can't see anything because of the bushes. But it's like these dudes. I don't know if they're like Armenian or what, but like they're screaming at each other. I mean, you can't really see anything. It's just that truck down there. There's like all the trees that are in the way. So that's basically it. Be like a shooting outside of the London West Hollywood. Yeah, it'd be kind of wild. You're studying for a microbiology test? Wow. You saw a guy try and dash another guy into the lake. Damn. Yeah, I've heard Invisible Man is really good. I've heard it's really, really good. It's got like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think, or something like that. But it's kind of nuts. I don't know if this is smog or if it's just fog or what, but like, is this smog in LA? Is that what it is? Here, hold on. See all that down there? You can't really see the skyline. Is that smog or is that fog? What do you guys think? I have not seen Parasite. That's smog. Damn. It's bog. It's a bog down there. It's a bog in the middle of Los Angeles. Good. Yeah, it's all the people here. I would imagine all the vehicles. The city's just so damn huge. It's just so big. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce off here. I need to get ready for this interview. I got knots in my stomach. I'm nervous as hell. And yeah, so I will catch you all later. Peace.